Hello, all of my family, friends, and anyone viewing this video. For those of you all who know me, I am Cheryl Alexander, and you know I always say I'm wanting to help women and men to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. As an entrepreneur, I've been working diligently to help my friends and family to mainly be healthy and wealthy with some wisdom for the past few years. But I'm shifting gears now just a little bit and making the wisdom be my priority now. As we know, we are in some trying times since the election, but we should not let this get us down, not let our spirits be broken. We know that we are a very, very diligent people. So what I have decided to do, I know I made a video at around my 59th birthday saying that I was planning for my 60th year, going into my 60th year, to do 60 things that I've wanted to do for many years and just haven't gotten around to it. I'm going to still try to do as many of those as I can, but I'm shifting my focus to us and us being able to make it through the trying times ahead. So I'm starting WEW, W-E-W, which stands for We Woke. We're going to take back our word woke, which is being used, of course, in the wrong context, and we are preparing to be woke. What is it going to look like for us to be woke? We're going to need to sacrifice. We're going to need to stay informed. We're going to need to participate in every election. City, county, state, national level. Anytime they say there is an election, we are going to have to be there in masses. This is part of how we've gotten to where we are now. A lot of us have felt like those midterm elections and other elections weren't that important. We've slept on them, and now we are here. So that's first and foremost. We've got to make sure we are registered to vote, and we get out from this point forward for every election and in masses. So I will be making sure that I'm keeping up with the upcoming elections in all of the states and making sure that I keep you all informed on that and call to action to go and vote. Secondly, we know that many of the companies and businesses that we have spent our hard-earned money in have now let their voices be heard, that they are not focusing on us. They are focusing on their bottom dollar. So what are we going to do? We're going to focus on our bottom dollar. So we may have to be uncomfortable a little bit. We may have to be inconvenienced a little bit, go out of the way a little bit to get some of the items that we need to be able to survive during these hard times that we are praying it will not happen, but preparing for in case they do. And changing our spending habits. We're going to have to focus on necessities, necessities, necessities. The name brands, don't need them. Expensive cars, don't need them. The big houses, don't need it. We have 4 years to push, stay focused, and survive and get to the other side. Then there'll be time for us to celebrate, time for us to make still smart decisions, but be able to celebrate ourselves as we've made it through. We know we're resilient. Our ancestors were resilient, so they have instilled that in us. So as long as we keep the main thing, we will be all right. So we're going to have to go through some difficult times, some painful times, cutting back, and we're going to have to do smart spending. Next, we've been giving too much of our time to TV, social media. We've got to be what? We woke. W-E-W. We woke. We don't have time to scroll on social media for our laughs and giggles. We have business to do. We have information that we've got to stay up on so we can be a step ahead and we can plan and move forward and implement in order for us to be okay on the other side. So what I'm asking you all to do, I know you all, some of you all may have heard, Mark Zuckerberg had a meeting with Trump recently. And of course, we know he's the one that's over Facebook and thus Instagram. We have been loyal, but again, our loyalty has been taken for granted. So I know this will be a tough one, but Isaac Hayes' son has a platform, fan base, Black owned, for us and for us to be able to speak, share, as we have done here on Facebook and Instagram and other platforms that are not respecting us. So my ask of you is to download the app Fanbase, go and support Isaac Hayes' son. He also has an opportunity for persons who may have some extra funds to invest in Fanbase. The lowest investment amount is $3.99 to get 60 shares in Fanbase. Again, supporting our own. So we're going to give Facebook a little break. But what I would like for us to do is to still let them know we're here. So what I would like for us to do is, instead of posting all our what's going on Facebook, we're going to WEW on Facebook. We're going to put WEW, just so they know. And with the song, We Ready, because we are ready. So let's start, if you don't mind, and if you're willing to go on this journey with me to be woke. Let's shift to our family over on Facebook. on Fanbase. We can post, we can share, just like we've been sharing here on Facebook, but we're supporting our own and supporting someone who appreciates us. On Facebook, we're going to let them know WEW, W-E-W. That's all we got to put on there. Select your music and select We Ready, because we are. Over on Fanbase, we'll love on each other, entertain each other, stay informed, stay woke, and support our own businesses with each other. Next, there are some persons that I follow on YouTube. We've got to get the news that is for us. So I know I have to admit I was a CNNer. Some of you all might be MSNBCers, local newsers. That's okay. We need to give them about maybe an hour of our time so we can stay woke over on the other side and know what's going on. But my ask is that we will support Roland Martin on his YouTube channel. Don't worry about right now. We got to put feelings aside. We're all family. We are family. We are looking to stay informed and stay ready. He has excellent guests on his show. There are many, many topics and situations that I've learned about that I haven't heard in mainstream news. I don't know how many of you all are familiar with what's going on with Tennessee State. It's in jeopardy. We know we've got to support our HBCUs. So I'm asking if you would shift from your news channels, shift over to Roland Martin. Let's support him and support and suggest persons we'd like for him to have on there to keep us informed so we can stay woke, stay ready, and be able to know our moves and next moves. Then I need you all to find, and I will post the link here for Black Project 2025. We know that there is a Project 2025, but we have a Black one now. And that's about us, and that's about us staying woke, and ready. So I want everyone to go and join the Black Project 2025. It's not going to take us 2, 3 years, 5, 6, 8, 10, however many years they've been planning their 2025. We saw what we did for Kamala Harris. We can get ourselves together, get in order, get in line, plan, and implement quickly. So it's a young lady that has started this, and her goal is to get a directory together of Black businesses. So if you have a Black business, you want to definitely get in contact with her so she can put you on the directory. We're going to support our own. We're going to, again, shift our dollars, and we're going to be ready. So that's the other one, Black Project 2025. There's a couple that I've also been following on YouTube, Black Utopia. So search on YouTube for Black Utopia, subscribe to them, stay informed. They provide excellent information. They have one of their most recent videos was how Project 22 is going to impact the Black community financially, and it is an eye-opener. But we have, again, as always, plans and options of what we can do to maintain during these 4 years. Again, this is a shift that we're planning to survive through these 4 years, come out better on the other side. We can do this. So Black Utopia, also this couple, what they've done, I know some persons may not want to hang out here with us in the USA as we go and fight and battle to keep the progress that we made. Because as Kamala Harris said, we're not going back. We're still not going back. The election, what the results, that's not going to cause us to go back. Because again, we're resilient, we're shifting, and we're going to be okay. So, but for those of you all who may want to go, they are strongly suggesting, and even if you all don't want to leave the U.S., they're still strongly suggesting everyone right now get your passport. When these government jobs are starting to be eliminated, the processing time, it's already long now, but it will be even longer. And if for any reason we may need to go, we want to be ready. So for those of you all that are able, get your passports now. And they have, this couple is in Portugal, and they have talked about what an amazing experience it is to live somewhere where you're appreciated, and how they don't have to worry about walking through any type of neighborhood and people questioning why they're there or looking down upon them or any kind of racial hatred. They have the blueprint for the top countries for African Americans to relocate to, step by step, what you need to do, how much you'll need for your living expenses. And there are several places that are very, very affordable to live. And how to get your, I think it's a D9 visa, D7, and student visas. If you study abroad, you can get visas quicker and all of that. But that's not my expertise, that's theirs. So again, go on YouTube, search for Black Utopia, and find out the information that they've had, and they have all the research they've done and are willing to share. They also have a program to help us to become financially fit. They were in $22,000 worth of debt, and what they did to earn millions. So they're willing to share that. They do have a program that they are sharing, selling. And of course, we're not going to be mad at any of our brothers and sisters that are charging something to help us get information. We're all trying to make it here in this time. But what they are doing is they are allowing persons to donate monies, and 100% of the monies go to scholarships. So if there's any persons that cannot afford their financial program that they have, they will provide a scholarship so you can still get access to that information. So we've got to stay what? Whew. We woke. All of these resources, I'm going to type them out and I'm going to send them out so that you all can know our marching orders for right now. So again, that's Black Utopia that I want you to get in contact and get on that YouTube channel to stay in the know. I had to take some notes here to make sure that I didn't forget. The Defiant Lawyer. This is a law firm, of course, Black owned, and this gentleman is doing all that he can from a legal perspective to help us be able to know how we can fight back and what rights we can do and what we can do, and in order to maintain and hold on to what rights and privileges we will be able to hold on to through this madness that is coming forward. So this is That YouTube channel is The Defiant Lawyer. So look that one up. Subscribe. Make sure you have the notices on so you can know when he's posting new videos, so we can stay in the know from the legal perspective as well. So let me see. So I did Facebook, Roland Martin, The Defiant Lawyers, Black Utopia, Black Project 2025, and fan base for us to shift over there. And this video is a lot longer than I wanted it to be. I hope that you all have taken the time to listen to it in its entirety. This is information that I did want to get out so that we can start shifting. We don't have much time before January 20th. This is November 30th. And so we have a little over 30-something days before the inauguration. We can't wait until January 21st when he's in office. As you see, if you've been watching the news, he's already meeting with people. They're already plotting and planning. We've got to do the same. We're resilient. We can do this. We are family. We've got to put all the pettiness aside. We've got to grab our babies. The laws and trying to enforce immunity for police officers, we definitely cannot let them have our babies, because we know we will lose more and more. We've already lost many with laws in place. We're wanting to remove the Civil Rights Division from the Department of Justice. It's just so much coming down that they think will hurt us. But as long as we're prepared, stick together, plan, and work on being ready, and we woke. We can do this. So I hope everyone has had a chance to rest and rejuvenate since November 5th. It was a hard blow. I believe in God and Jesus, so I'm still standing on the word of all things are working together for the good of those who love the Lord. We don't know how he's working all of this in our good, but if we reflect back over our lives and think about all the trials and tribulations that we have been through, all obstacles that we have overcome, we know that he's not going to leave us now. So he's got us. We may have some bumpy roads, some hurdles to jump over, but we're going to make it. So let's stay strong in our faith. Let's stick together. Let's move forward. Let's shift. That's most important. We've got to shift. We do not have time to sit and watch Real Housewives of any city. We've got our own houses that we've got to take and be responsible for. We don't have time. We can look at sports and all of that. Oh, and on that note, this is a tough ask. And I know I probably will get a lot of pushback on this one. But as I stated earlier, our HBCUs are so important to us, and more important now than ever. I want to ask if you all will consider sending your children to HBCUs. No one's going to love on your babies like we will, making sure they have what they need, have a solid and grounded experience. We have our challenges in HBCUs. We don't have all of the facilities and the grand things, but we know our ancestors made it without having the grand things. So we don't have to have grand things to create our own entertainment and success. There's been so many professionals that have come out of HBCUs, and they need us now more than ever. Please consider sending your babies to HBCUs, especially through these next 4 years. They're going to need to be loved on. I know we all have aspirations for our babies to go to the NFL, MLB, and NBA. They can still do that going to an HBCU. It's about their talent. It's not about where they matriculate. Let's let our HBCUs shine with their talent. Let's give our talent to where we are. And when some of the other institutions realize what they're missing when our talent isn't coming to them, that can help us in the long run as well. We've got to pour into people that's pouring into us. It's great for your babies to go to D1 schools and have that experience, but it's greater for us to support our own and let them be there and continue to be there for all of our children for years to come. Financially, a lot of them are struggling. if we can support them and help them to survive during this tough time, we will be greater and better for it. As I said, please go and research what's going on with Tennessee State. FAMU is on there. Any of our state schools, a lot of them did not receive that money that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, the billions. They owe billions to Tennessee State that they're withholding. They fired the entire board of trustees at Tennessee State and replaced them with what I like to refer to as my light-skinned cousins. And that's a whole nother conversation on race. But replace them with our light-skinned cousins. Some of us in there, but this is our place. This is our home. This is what we have. And wanting to try to now tax endowments because they've been blessed with so much endowments. And our light-skinned cousins are upset about that. So wanting to say reverse discrimination when they know good and well we barely get anything. So it's hard for us to be discriminating anybody else. We're just trying to get what we can to survive. So I ask, please, if you will consider with this year's class of 2025, take your children to HBCUs on college tours. Please, let's support our own through these 4 years of trying times. We, as a family, can help our babies to succeed in whatever career choices they want to pursue and in athletics. On the NFL and all of those, they're still going to need talent, and they're not going to be able to find it anywhere but at an HBCU if we take it there. So they'll come to us. It'll be modified. We can still make it. Your babies can still make it. But let's help our own to be able to survive. We know, that finances are hard, so we have to pull together, do what we can to help our babies stay in these schools because they're going to cut Pell Grants and other financial aid. So we've got to come together as a family and help each other make it through these times. We came up with $1 million in 24 hours. We know we can do this. So let's get our babies to these schools that's going to love on them. Let's help love on them. And on that note, HBCU alums, it's in the numbers if we want to still be able to get monies. If you can give $1, if we have thousands, give $1. It's numbers. It's not the amount. Please give to your HBCUs. If you can give $1 a month, if we have 500 people to give $1 a month, that $500 can do something for our HBCUs. So let's give back. Whatever you can give, they appreciate it. Again, the numbers is what helps us to get the support. So I've gone on longer than I meant to, but I really, really hope that you all have taken the time to watch my video in its entirety and know that we are here and I am moving my WEW movement. We woke and we are ready. Let's do this, family. We got it. Don't be down. You know we got each other as we always do, and we're going to be okay. As you all know, as I always say, Cheryl Alexander, helping women and men and our children to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. We're focusing on wisdom right now. We're going to get the health and wellness as well, because I'm going to come back and talk about how we are going to start our own gardens. We can eat healthier, which will help us with our medical bills. So if we can't go to the grocery store and the eggs are too high, whatever, we can live, our ancestors lived off of potluck juice, the juice from the greens. We can make it. So resilient people. We're going to do this. Love you all, and I'll be coming back to you with some more wisdom. And look out for my list for our marching orders. Thanks so much for your time, and have a great day.